guys, welcome back to the channel where we talk about education, behavior, and boundaries. My name is Matt. I'm a veteran teacher and a Board Certified Behavior Analyst, and today we're jumping back into Abbott Elementary. Yeah, so I haven't seen these scenes in this particular order before, so we're just going to see how it goes. I'm not really sure what the flow of this reaction is going to be, so yeah, it should be cool. It should be fun. But I want to talk about, I posted an Abbott Elementary video about 5 months ago. Was my first video to not only break 10,000 views, but my first video to break 15,000 views, the first one on this channel. So I just want to thank every single one of y'all for the likes, the comments, the shares, and just the interaction and the feedback that I've gotten from that video. The criticisms, the compliments, they help me do better and to provide a better product, because I just want to bring education back to the conversation again. And I think it's just great, and just thank you guys for being here. I'm so grateful, and I'm very excited to react to this with y'all. Let's get into it.
I can't believe the video worked.
Yeah, those kids do not want to be us.
You know, the fact that we are doing this well without clout propping us up is some good old-fashioned being pretty darn good at our jobs.
You're right. But
pretty darn
imagine
good.
what it'll be like when we actually do get them to think we're cool.
Listen, man. The pressure, when you're a young teacher, there is a pressure to be this cool teacher. I think the reason is due to the fact that a lot of us, me, you watching this, we've all had that teacher, right? We've had the young teacher that we just felt more connected with, I guess, just because we know that in the last 10 years, they're not that far removed from the struggles that we are having in school or in the school at that time. On being a young teacher now, or a younger teacher, you know, I'm in my early 30s and been in the classroom for a few years, but I still don't feel like I've earned the title of being that wise old teacher, the Mr. Finney in Boy Meets World, right? I haven't earned that title yet, dude. But I do have, and other young teachers have this, I guess, this sort of empathy because we've been there more recently as students. And some of us are still students. Like, there's some people who are in the classroom who are getting their classroom hours while they're getting certification and all those different things, studying for tests and things like that. So we can resonate with the kids not wanting to do their work because we don't want to do our work that we feel like is a waste of time. So cool. But anyway, yeah. Embracing your nerdiness, embracing your dorkiness is the best model we can give to these kids, because it's showing them, hey, whether or not you think the stuff you like is nerdy is irrelevant. If you enjoy it, enjoy it. Like, if you enjoy scooting on your boot and wearing your bright yellow shorts, dude, whatever floats your goat, man. But yeah, so funny.
Let's go, Step Queen. Let's go, Step Queen.
Oh, the step episode. Is this step episode?
What are you doing?
Is that where the clip from?
Step Queen. Choo choo. All about the fun bus. Come on.
Okay, so that little clip right there of Mr. Eddie, I don't know, you get around kids and there's this playfulness that comes out, especially younger kids. It's really cool. Also, when this playfulness comes out, it makes teaching so much more fun. Like, when you're just joking around with the kids, every lesson is almost like a lesson of play too. I don't know, when it's playful, when it's happy, it makes it fun. It builds that relationship, builds that rapport, and that is the majority of teaching. I would argue the longer I've been teaching, the more I'm realizing I feel that 80% of teaching in the work that we do with the kids that we serve and the families that we serve with, I guess it's a lot about connection. I would even say it's 80-90% connection, 10% content, because it doesn't matter if you know all the content in the world. If you aren't having that connection, like that real authentic connection of, I want you to be better, I'm here for you, I'm here with you, whatever you need. I'm another, I guess, safe place in the community that you can come to for problems. We can find you resources, find you help, all those different things. If you don't have that, the content's not going to come across. But if you have that connection, the content can definitely come later at a different time, because they feel comfortable asking you questions. They feel comfortable being wrong. And yeah, it's just really cool. But don't underestimate play, dude. Don't underestimate it. It's great.
Ava, I'm going to need to see that file.
Okay, you don't have to say it all the time, man. Nobody's stopping you from seeing the file. I offered it to you yesterday. Just go in the office and look.
So I remember this episode. So in this episode, I think she got a student, Courtney, who is, she engages in some maladaptive behaviors, sort of has this natural born leadership quality to her to where she is leading the class in the wrong direction, I guess. But either way, big thing here, if I am teaching a child who has a lot of paperwork, now my world is special education, so all of my kids have paperwork. So I'm looking through the paperwork. I got to meet the kid too. Like, that's the biggest part of it, but I want to know what is kind of their history, what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses, so I can better be prepared, because even though this plan might be outdated because we've had a summer, this data might be from 6 months ago. A lot can happen in 6 months, but you still want to have that data, have that file, so you can have some sort of a plan and then amend and revise that plan as you meet the kid, as you see what they can do this year. Because it's better to revise a plan than to completely draft one out of fresh data that you're getting from a few weeks to a few months. So just look at the file. If there's anything on the kid, if there's anything in the computer, look through those files, look through their grades, talk to previous teachers, see how they did, see what they struggled with. Like, it all comes back to how can I best serve the student. Great resource that I feel like we still underutilize it as parents or family. Talk to the family, talk to the parents who see this child on a day-to-day basis, because they know things. They are professionals when it comes to that child. They're pros. They know what they're doing. They see the child all the time. Talk to them. Build a relationship with that.
You clearly knew what you were doing, and I arrogantly assumed, or hoped rather, that you would need my help. But once again, I need yours. You are officially Yoda with better edges.
Yeah, she was afraid to come to school this morning. Said it looked like The Shining. And I don't even get how she knows that reference.
She loves The Shining. Classic movie.
When's your shoe guy get here?
He is on his way.
So this Zach, he lives with you?
Yeah, he just moved in last month.
And that's going well.
Yep. He's so great.
So he knew you and was like, more. This one looks best on me.
I just appreciate just watching just good old banter. Obviously, there's some lines of banter that I don't see with our staff, but dude, you got to banter with your coworkers, man. It's so much fun. Know the bounds, know the lines, but it's a long day. It's a heavy job, and bantering with each other just helps,
They're gonna be walking in, and I'll tell you what. Hey, how's it going, Bart? Oh, easy peasy. Yeah.
What?
Okay. Right now, as I'm recording this, I'm looking at the technological things, like tech not working well. Guys, we have a problem with getting text-to-speech software for kids that need it, because we've adopted a new system that is not compatible with the old text-to-speech software that reads to kids. And we have kids that's part of their accommodations is we need that to read. So what we have to do to meet those accommodations is read it orally to the kids. But we have to take this, and one teacher or one para is reading it individually to every single kid. So one test that would take one day could potentially take a week, if not more, because we had to spread resources because technology isn't working like it used to. And I'm just thinking, man, it's 2025. The era of audiobooks, and we still can't get tests to read to kids. Like, that's still like this cutting edge technology that we don't have. And not to mention, don't even get me started, because even if you get like a good text to speech reader, you still have to find a good PDF reader, because the text to speech reader doesn't read pictures. And I don't know, it's fresh, we're working on it, but it's just one of those things. As teachers, there's so much ed tech out there that you have to navigate through, and you get those red exclamation marks that say you're doing something wrong, and all you did was open the app. So it's fine. I'm fine, honestly. Everything's fine. Everything's fine here,
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
Well, look at you. Old blue shirt, tan pants wearing guy.
So this is actual footage of me roasting a kid. This is actual footage of me trying to do like a safe roast. There's a guy who said he signed a contract and everything, got parental consent to like, hey, if I roast you, I'm gonna roast you. made the kid cry was a whole thing. Yes, we don't do this, but if we were able to do this, this is exactly my roast ability. I have no ability to roast.
With your bright white shoes and the laces all tied up into a little
That's
bow?
me.
Yeah.
That's
no
me.
way those are accidentally falling off.
Yeah.
Mr. Vampire Weekend, that really hurt my feelings.
Reem, I am so sorry.
Desking is getting from one side of the classroom to the other by hopping on the tops of desks.
Also called parkour back in my day. But
I never heard of it. I want to do it.
Is she messing with you, or are we just teaching more kids what it is?
It's 9.
Word.
School starts earlier than that.
Look, I know you're just a sub, but these kids need to be in their seats by 8 o'clock. It's a school requirement.
Understood.
6th time in 2 weeks, that kid's been late. Seems like a drop in the bucket, but then that bucket overflows and everything gets sticky. We don't want to get sticky, do we?
Y'all are getting this, right?
There's gotta be a solution here.
I wonder if teachers watching this, do y'all feel like we just get blamed for stuff we have no control over? Like kids being late, kids not doing the homework, all these different things that we have no control over. I was watching a podcast, was talking about how society views teachers, obviously. If the kids fail, it's because the teacher failed. And the guy gave the example, if you have a personal trainer who tells their client who is overweight, hey, you need to eat at a caloric deficit to lose some weight, lift some weight, start running, and the client just says no to all the suggestions, and they're still overweight, they have high blood pressure, they do all the things, and then after 6 weeks, they come back to the personal trainer and say, hey, it's been 6 weeks, and I'm still not meeting my targets, and it's your fault. And then everybody around the personal trainer is like, yeah, it's your fault. Obviously, that wouldn't happen because the client is not following the recommendation that the personal trainer gave. However, the incentives that teachers have is based on student performance, but there's so many confounding variables, things that we can't control for, that are active in the student's life or decisions that the student makes that we have no direct control for. We can present the information, but what that child does with it, who knows? Hope it sits, hope it sticks. Like, especially like with math and reading, these are skills that if you don't practice, you're not going to get any better at. You're only as good as the practice you put in. And if you're not practicing, then you're not going to get any better at it. And that's not even bringing into the equation of specific learning disabilities and other health impairments and other things that affect learning, which, again, I would give the same prescription, maybe with some accommodations of practice more so you can get better at the thing and use the accommodations you need to be successful at that thing. But at the end of the day, we as teachers, the best we can do is somehow figure out a way to have these kids take as much ownership of their education as they can. Just that moment right there where Mr. Eddie was sort of blamed for the kid being late, like he can do anything about it. And he did. He talked to the mom and she understood. But it's just, dude, it's pressure, man. We got long days as teachers. I know every profession's hard, but man, that teaching profession, you know, we're out here doing our best. That's all we're doing.
You know? Because, you know, if I have to go into that garden without my girl Barbara.
Aw.
Sorry.
Are you ready?
I am not just ready, I am set and go.
Yes, wait up. I'm going out to lunch too.
Oh yeah, where you going for lunch, Pipsqueak?
It just warms my heart. Like, these little moments right here, you don't realize the effect that they have on your overall well-being as a teacher. Like, how it fills your cup. Even me, I'm a very introverted person, but those moments that I get to just talk to my colleagues and just talk about life, talk about how we're doing that day. And I just had the baby, you know, there I said, hey, how's the baby doing? How y'all sleeping at night? I was like, I'm good. You just had your baby too. Those little conversations, dude, they make the day better. I say it all the time. Teaching is a team sport. I grew up watching things like Ron Clark Academy, the Ron Clark Story, Dead Poet Society, and all these different things that talk about these teachers who seem to have been operating alone, which they really weren't. Like, now being older, I was like, oh, they actually had a community. They were operating with the community, not just, you know what I mean? And we're just following their narrative. But as a kid, I was thinking, oh, there's just that one teacher, that one person that is doing the one thing that is just impacting like crazy. But the older I get and the longer I'm in this profession, I'm realizing, dude, teaching is a team sport. We need to do it together. This is a big net that we have to carry, a big weight that we have to carry. And it's not made to be carried alone. It's made to be carried cooperatively, not competitively, which is, I appreciate teacher incentives, but I have a problem with them because there's almost this competitive nature that can happen with those things. It just depends. It depends on the system. It depends on how they do it. But teaching's a team sport. It's just happier that way. And don't take for granted these little moments. You know what I mean? Like, it's really cool. Warms my heart.
Bird feeder.
If this was a small adult sneaker, it increases the make and model options significantly.
You're so smart. We came in third at trivia night last week over at Oscars, down by Rittenhouse. We were eliminated on a technicality, but Sri Lanka.
Honey,
you didn't know.
Where's the story going? Are we focusing on the task at hand?
No, we're not. I'm so sorry. Please continue.
Did he just stop Jacob from being himself? Can we put him in glass and break a case of emergency? I've done everything I possibly can to make my phone think I'm 22. I haven't used capital letters in years.
Okay, best thing to do in these situations is just stay calm and I will...
Okay, this is it, y'all. The end times. It's 3 months early, but it's happening. Don't shake the ladder. Now, who took that picture of me?
This can't be what's happening here, though, right? I mean, our kids respect us too much.
When do we get the check-in?
When you tell a secret.
My cousin turned down the hit on Bobby Kennedy.
Not that kind of secret, and we write it down.
What are y'all doing here?
You didn't think we would give up that easy, did you?
That's exactly what I thought. I'm genuinely surprised to see you.
Me and my dog here. We're not here to lie to you and pretend that desking isn't cool. But guess what's maybe even more cool? Huh?
It went great.
It really did. I mean, I'm surprised, but also not surprised. The kids were so invested.
Hey, I'm sending you a video that you need to watch.
Wait, but why are you FaceTiming me? I'm at work.
Because I want to be referenced in the story when you tell it later. Love you. Bye.
Oh my God, Zach has been so great during all of this.
I know. You can get a little obsessive, but...
Well, so can you.
Me? No. No, Zach calls me lovingly overpassionate.
You know what? That's wonderful.
Oh my God, it's a video of you and me from just now.
Oh, I forgot. Like 2 minutes ago. It's so cool. The kids are already spreading our message.
Yep, there they are. Spreading your message. Oh, Matt, why am I not getting these videos? In the meantime, Mr. Johnson will be watching her class.
Wait, so Mr. Johnson, the janitor?
That's who runs the world, kids.
Dude, there needs to... I wish we could get an episode in Abbott. Abbott Elementary producers, if by some miracle you watch this, can we please get Mr. Johnson just subbing in on a class? Like, can we just get one unabridged lesson from Mr. Johnson just talking about stuff? Things that the youth need to hear. That, I will pay 50 more cents on my subscription to see that happen.
How many animals do you spot on the way to getting Miss Shementi a hot pretzel?
Alright. Have you ever been roasted by your students?
1, they're 5. 2, they respect me. 3, what would they even say?
Hey.
Alright, I gotta know. Who is your favorite Abbott Elementary character? Because Barbara is up there for me. She's up there. Is she my favorite? Should I pick favorites? Dude, Barbara might be my favorite, man. The confidence she exudes. Also, this little conversation here speaks to how teaching is not the same across grade levels at all. The job of a first grade teacher is not the same as a job of an 8th grade teacher. It's not the same as a job of a 6th grade, 5th grade teacher. Every stage is just different. Like, you're dealing with different behaviors, you're dealing with different personalities, and even if you're dealing with different behaviors, you're also dealing with different, like, flavors of that behavior. Like, an outburst from a first grader is going to be different than an outburst from a 5th or 6th grader. And we hear it all the time with teachers hearing, I hate to call it accolades, but just, just a comment that we've all heard of, man, you're doing the Lord's work, man. You teaching, doing that stuff. But I do that. My wife's a 1st grade reading teacher. And I'll even tell her, I don't know how you do what you do, but hats off to you. I teach middle school. That's my jam. High school teachers and elementary teachers say, man, I don't know how you do what you do, man, but God bless you. And I'm like, dude, I love what I do. This is great. And then the high school teachers, same thing. They love what they do. They think it's great. Kindergarten teachers love what they do. Self-contained special education teachers, they love what they do. So everybody has a different calling and different kids that they serve. And at the end of the day, we just love what we do. It's great. It's awesome. Could we get paid more? Sure. That'd be fun. That'd be fine. But we just enjoy our job. It's really, really fun. We have our rough days, and those are the days we like to talk about. And one thing through this channel that I'm trying to do is not only trying to watch these things and kind of self-reflect, okay, what can I do better? But I'm also trying to take this opportunity of what are some good things that have happened? Like even in this reaction, real time, I have taken for granted those moments I have with my coworkers where we're just bantering and going on about each other's day. You know what I mean? Like give each other a little bit of a hard time, but it's, lifting up our spirits. So it's cool.
I need to talk to a friend. Sometimes when you're being chased by a dog and you can't tell if it's playing or if it's trying to bite you.
No.
But at the same time, you don't want to stop running because if it isn't playing, you're going to get bit. I tried roasting my students back and it didn't work. It got way worse and oddly specific.
Come on, it couldn't have been that bad.
They called me HuffPo reading gay Pete Buttigieg, which is repetitive and insulting. As if I would read a word of Huffington Post after Ariana stepped down.
You may just have to take the L on this one, man. I mean, you can't really beat them at their own game. It's like them challenging you to Dungeons and Dragons.
You can't really challenge someone to D&D. It's more like a cooperative game that's all about the shared experience rather than...
Yeah, because D&D is like teaching. It's a cooperative experience. We collaborate. We're working toward a goal. Any D&D fans out there, let me know. Dude, we'll play a campaign. I'm down. Remember when virtual campaigns became a thing? I never got into it. Just because I didn't know it was a thing. But I think that's so cool. And the algorithms are starting to show up. Like, they have like a D&D podcast now. Those are really cool. We're talking about Abbott Elementary. But I just appreciate the D&D reference.
Remember, you don't want to show too much improvement because then they think we won't need the money. But then also you don't want to show that we haven't gotten any better because then they think we're not capable of improvement.
Wow, and this is the job you really want? Sounds gross.
Yeah.
I don't know much about the funding. The main thing I've heard about funding and budgeting is like, budgeting is tight. But in my experience, especially in bigger districts, if you can provide like sufficient evidence, like this is what we need. Like instead of going up and saying, hey, we need $10,000 for the school. If you're like, hey, we need this program, this program, this program. This program is going to improve reading. This program is going to improve problem-solving skills. This program is going to help us track behavior. If it's a bigger district and if the funds are there, then they're probably going to give you that money. At least in the district I work in right now. It just all depends. This varies from district to district. In my experience, you haven't had to like finesse this much. But again, they're in Philly. And I'm in Texas. Those are going to be some completely different policies. I don't know. If there's any teachers from this area where this show is based out of, have y'all seen this to be true for your setting? But I know for us, even if the district doesn't have it, they'll refer us to a lot of different grants that we could write, and then you just kind of present your case. So you might get it, you might not, but you don't really have to finagle. As long as you can just defend, we need this because of X, Y, and Z. Because our students are in this demographic and blah 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 blah, you'll probably something will happen. If not, you work on your grant writing, and that's a good skill to have.
Back to class.
No problem. That's what the desks are.
It's wild, bro. That's a middle school kid.
You be standing up, but I realize something. Nothing matters. Okay, why try? I mean, I tried for the principal job, and for what? And what was the point? I mean, what's the point of anything, really? But yeah, I loosened my tie. Yeah. I mean, why even sit up straight? I like this. It feels better.
Poor Eddie.
People sit like that.
Hey, do you want cheesesteaks from the corner store for lunch today?
Not from there. The guy behind the counter calls me a white boy.
Well, it's like a term of endearment, and like if you don't like it, just ask him to stop.
No way. There's an entire chapter on white fragility on that, okay? Robin DeAngelo.
Entire chapter on white fragility. That's crazy.
Hey, Melissa, can you please tell Ta-Nehisi Quotes here that white boy is a term of endearment from the corner store people?
So Zach works, yeah. For him, it's an insult.
Hmm?
Janine, there can't be any mishaps. I didn't exactly fill out the paperwork for the school district.
Wait, then why are we going?
Because I want to go to the zoo, so keep your man in check.
Tariq's been doing great.
Oh, dude, this is classic Ava. I know, I'm not going to hate on Ava. This is who she is, and she makes the show great. In a real world, this is a huge no-no. You have to have written consent. If it's not in writing, it didn't happen. I don't care if you had a phone call with a parent that said it was okay. If that parent comes back and says, I didn't give you permission to take my kid to the zoo, and you're like, no, but you told me. If you don't have that conversation recorded, transcribed, if you don't have it in writing, signed, it didn't happen. Okay? We call it CYA in education. Cover your, just cover yourself. And if it's not in writing, it didn't happen. Everything we do, the services we provide kids, if we don't have it in writing, it didn't happen. Which is why I love emails. Excellent. Okay.
He's been doing shows for FADE, that drug prevention program, all around Philly, and he has been waking up at 11:50 to get a jump on his day. So proud.
My boyfriend.
You have a boyfriend? What's his name?
Yeah, you're kind of like thrown around a little bit.
Zach. And how long have you two been dating?
Like a year plus another year.
Jacob.
What did we do in college when the TAs gave us unfair grades?
Cry and accept it.
Flirt with a professor.
No, you did that?
Oh, there you are, Jacob. My auntie's dog needs her sweater back. Got him!
So, I know usually with Ava's behavior, I'm like, oh, that would never happen. Listen, there's some coworkers that would say that kind of stuff to me. And I would say that stuff to them. Like, not in front of the kids because of, you don't want the kids to learn, oh, that Mr. Gomez is okay with us talking to him that way because Mr. and Miss So-and-so talked to him that way. You don't want to get that vibe. But man, those comments make it fun. That's what I'm getting from this montage. You're seeing a lot of these connection points between the coworkers. And I don't know, this month, like since the beginning of the school year, it's just been hitting me like a ton of bricks in the best way that teaching is a team sport, dude. I don't know where I would be without my team. Like, I lean on them so much, and I try to be a good team player for them. If they need something, I try to ask. If I go by Starbucks, I'll shoot out a text, hey, I'm going by Starbucks, I want anything. I just try to do those things because they do the same thing for me. I'm taking my cues from them because they're incredible. Anyway, I don't know, man. I'm feeling sentimental tonight. I'm feeling sentimental, man. I love my team. I love working with the people I get to work with and doing what we get to do for these kids and for these families and for this community. It's just, dude, it's such an amazing job. I love it.
Your school crew.
Ooh, after school crew.
Hey, after school crew, what's up?
You touched the lights, didn't you, Janine?
Yes.
Good thing I got in your system.
Dude, we had the after school crew too. We just had an open house and we were there for about 12 hours. From 7 to 7:15, we were just hanging out. I'm going to split this up into 2 parts because this is a pretty long montage of scenes. But it's really cool. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new uploads. Anything else you want to see? Is there a specific episode you want me to react to? Any specific show you want me to react to? You don't want to share it with any of your teacher friends or anybody who's just curious about the education field and want to bring education back to the conversation? Just go ahead and share it, Yeah, guys, thank you guys so much. Love you guys. Appreciate everything. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys. God bless.